You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Philip Kaufman, filling in for Julia Wiegand. A Nescahoning man fatally crashed into a store just before 3 Wednesday afternoon in Rush Township. According to state police at Frackville, 67-year-old Arnold Kemmerer experienced an unknown medical issue while traveling at a high rate of speed on Plaza Drive in the HT Commons Shopping Plaza. He lost control of his Chevrolet Gladiator van and struck a brick pillar outside the AT&T store and Climb-A-Lot clubhouse. The pillar disintegrated upon impact and sent bricks and debris flying, breaking several Climb-A-Lot windows. Kemmerer was transported via medevac to Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest, where he was later pronounced dead. His cause of death was ruled accidental due to multiple blunt force injuries from the motor vehicle accident. A Wyoming couple was sentenced to serve time for routinely beating and abusing the woman's 12-year-old son. The investigation into 27-year-old Seth Dawson and 30-year-old Erica Keziah Hahn-Dixon began last November when an officer received reports that a 12-year-old child arrived at a home on 6th Street. The boy, who is Dixon's son and Dawson's stepson, claimed he fled his own home due to the extensive abuse he was enduring. This included being forced to stand in the corner from sunrise to sunset as punishment, and regularly being tied up, starved, and beaten by Dawson. The examiner who interviewed the boy said he was clearly a victim of child torture. The couple pled guilty to counts of aggravated assault of a victim less than 13 and endangering the welfare of children. Both were sentenced Tuesday to serve 4 to 8 years locked up in a state prison and remanded to await transfer. Officials in Carbon County implemented policy changes Monday when it comes to employees and COVID-19. Any employee that tests positive for the virus must notify Human Resources and their supervisors immediately. People who tested positive are required to stay home from work for a period of 10 days and bring in a negative COVID test result before the return. Employees who come in contact with a person with the virus must also stay home from work, but for 5 days before returning with a negative test. Vaccinated employees who test positive will receive a maximum of 10 paid COVID days, while those who aren't have to use their own vacation or sick days. County commissioners are keeping a close eye on the situation and continue to consult with medical professionals as the county's transmission rate remains high. Convicted killer Hugo Solinsky continues to pursue his opportunity for a new trial. The 48-year-old was convicted by a jury back in 2015 for murdering Michael Kurkowski and Tammy Fassett in May of 2002. Their bodies were found buried in 2003 on a property Solinsky lived at in Kingston Township. He was sentenced to serve 2 consecutive life sentences in 2015 and appealed his sentence to the State Superior Court the following year. The appeal was ultimately denied, and now Solinsky's attorneys filed another appeal on September 23rd in hopes of getting a new trial in Luzerne County Court. The Hazleton City Authority approved resolutions this week as part of its restructuring process. Board members have been working on the restructuring since earlier this year. They constructed a chart that provides a structure for administrative and management level staff. Job descriptions were also approved for positions such as Executive Director and the Directors of Engineering and Operations. Board Chairman John Keegan said that the restructuring helps reflect the responsibilities of management-level employees. Pfizer announced that it filed an application with the FDA to allow for the use of its COVID-19 vaccine on children. The FDA will now review the research to make sure there's enough evidence that the vaccines are safe for children ages 5 to 11. Pfizer's data showed that younger children developed virus-fighting antibody levels after receiving their second doses. Over 2,000 lower doses were administered to the younger age group, and studies revealed no serious side effects. The FDA approves emergency use of the children's vaccine, then it's up to the CDC to recommend the shots for children ages 5 to 11. If the agencies both agree, the shots could be available for distribution within weeks. State Fire Commissioner Bruce Trego is urging Pennsylvanians to learn the sounds of fire safety for this year's Fire Prevention Week. Learn the Sounds of Fire Safety is the theme this year, and it works to educate everyone about the different sounds smoke and carbon monoxide alarms make. and knowing what to do when an alarm sounds. In a typical fire, you may have as little as 2 minutes to safely exit, so knowing how to use that time wisely is critical. A home escape plan includes working smoke alarms for each level of the home and nearing all sleeping areas, and having at least 2 ways out of every room. There's a new event for the whole family at City View Park this Halloween with treats and trails. What could be better than candy on Halloween night? Well, getting even more candy earlier in the day, along with some quality family time together. And that's exactly what you'll find at City View Park this Halloween.
So the City of Hazleton Recreation Department is going to hold a haunted trail of treats up here at City View Park on Halloween, October 31st. The event's going to run from 1 until 4 up here at the park. So we're going to utilize our brand new trail that was paved thanks to a anonymous donation this year. So we're going to have a start point. We'll have a tent set up where we will be handing out a bag. So kids don't even have to bring a bag with them. We do encourage them to dress up in their costumes for this. So we had a donation of really nice bags for kids to use for Halloween. And they're basically going to go trick-or-treating on the trail.
The event is also encouraging businesses and organizations to continue signing up to take part in the event.
So we have businesses and organizations that have signed up to be part of it, and we are still accepting registration for businesses and organizations who are out there. They can call me at the mayor's office, 459-4910, or message our Facebook page, or even shoot me an email. We can get them registered.
And for those who may want to get some exercise in from eating a little too much candy, a nice trail hike too.
We are really excited because we're going to use the trail, so they're going to walk kind of around the dog park to behind our pavilions here. And then at the 2 far pavilions, Faith Assembly of God Church is going to be setting up one of their usual Halloween parties. They have been for a number of years going out to some of our parks in the city. So this year they're coming with us up here to set it up. So they're going to have some games and activities for all the kids. They're going to have some refreshments, some hot chocolate, some hot dogs that will be available for the kids to participate. So this is open to everybody in the greater Hazleton area to bring their kids to have a safe trick-or-treat. You know, we're not out on the street. It'll be controlled up here in the park. So this is just a great event. We're really excited. 1, to use the park, and 2, to have some Halloween fun. We're going to have it decorated for Halloween. So we're just really excited. And we have so many great organizations and businesses that have partnered with us. So there'll be lots of candy for everyone to go home with this year.
So come on out to City View Park in the afternoon of Halloween for trails, treats, and time together. Coming up on WYLN News, pierogi lovers rejoice, plus details on the 37th Annual Tamaqua Heritage Festival. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Always don't forget to watch the news every day.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join us every week as I'll be joined by head coach Dennis Bookman as we go over past Hazleton area opponents, look ahead to a future opponent, and have a guest from the Cougar football program. That's all this season on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner.
Mrs. T's Pierogies will unveil a limited edition collection of apparel and accessories so that fans across the country can show off their love in style. National Pierogi Day is tomorrow, October 8th, and the official community raising of the National Pierogi Day flag will be held at 10 a.m. at the Shenandoah Borough Hall. Pierogi lovers will also have the chance to add a new way to enjoy Mrs. T's Pierogies by claiming a piece of the free limited edition collection starting at noon tomorrow while supplies last. Until then, fans can visit nationalpierogidayshop.com to preview the collection that includes pierogi-fied fanny packs, scrunchies, and sweatshirts. Almost 70 years later, Mrs. T's is the largest producer of frozen pierogies, producing 600 million a year. The Tamaqua Historical Society will celebrate history and culture alongside fall foliage and harvest time this weekend in downtown Tamaqua. The 37th annual Tamaqua Heritage Festival will be held from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday, rain or shine. The event includes a large craft and street fair spread over several blocks where vendors sell handmade crafts, seasonal and holiday creations, works of art, streetwares, and more. Enjoy live music with some ethnic, homemade, and popular festival foods as groups stroll through dressed in the 1800s period clothing and riding high-wheel bicycles. There will also be a horse-drawn trolley rides and a car show, children's games, amusements, a bounce house, and much more. Visit the Society's Facebook page for more information. Over $1.9 million in grants were approved to enhance Pennsylvania's beer and wine industries. The Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board approved grants totaling $1,925,319 for 15 projects. These will increase the production of Pennsylvania-made malt and brewed beverages and enhance the PA beer industry through promotion, marketing, and research-based programs and projects. And the same goes for its wine industry. Act 39 of 2016 created the Pennsylvania Malt and Brewed Beverage Industry Promotion Board within the Department of Agriculture. The Pennsylvania Fiscal Code also allows for unallocated beer grant funds to be made available in subsequent years. Our Wyln sports crews gearing up to bring you game number 6 of the 2021 high school football season. We kick off with some live Golden Bear Hurricanes action tomorrow night when we travel to Mahanoy City for the Schuylkill Haven-Mahanoy area matchup. Tune in for your Friday night fill of Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and our Wyln sports crew, bringing you the event, not just the highlights. Sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner. No plans tomorrow night? No problem. Got some? Well, cancel them. Instead, tune in for your weekly dose of Friday Night Football and all the live local action right here on Wyln TV. Coming up on Kidder's News Choice, we take a trip down to the SPCA of Luzerne County in Community and You. Plus, leading the way, Part 4. Stay with us.
Two Italian Guys Pizzeria, 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783. Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hi everybody, tune in to Let's Talk Chiropractic this week. Betty Noggle came up all the way from behind to tell her story how she's 90 and gentle chiropractic is still safe for her, so tune in.
The SPCA of Luzerne County and the City of Wilkes-Barre have partnered to find a solution to the area's feral cat population. Officials have embarked in the TNR program, otherwise known as Trap, Neuter, and Return.
It's going out and trapping the stray cats, bringing them back to a location, prepping them, getting them surgery to be fixed, spayed or neutered, female or males, and then releasing them after they recover from surgery on the same location that you trap.
Since the cats are returned to the same place that they came from, the SPCA offers deterrence for neighbors who may have concerns about the cats being in their neighborhoods.
So we get a lot of complaints from neighbors about the cats roaming on their property. So we talk to the feeders and ask them to put up their own litter boxes on their own property to draw the cats that they feed to their own property so they're not going to the bathroom on their neighbors. So we do the deterrence for the neighbors that don't want the cats roaming on their properties and talk to the feeders about being proper feeders, such as not feeding at night, not drawing the wildlife, setting up the litter boxes to keep the cats in one area on their property. But they have to keep up on cleanliness too. When they're going to feed the wet food, they need to pick it up after the cats are done if there's anything left. That'll, the bugs won't be coming over and eating the leftover cat food.
Another way for feeders to keep the cats on their own property is to set up proper shelter for the felines.
Setting up housing for them, proper housing, so the cats don't decide to make housing on their neighbor's property, going under their deck, also using it as a litter box. So there are proper shelters you can provide for your outdoor cats. We can help them out with that.
Unspayed or unneutered cats and kittens can produce an astonishing number of offspring. That's why the TNR program plays such an important role in controlling the population.
Well, this time of year, it's kitten season. You have spring through fall, it's kitten season, so it's exploding as we speak. And we have to address it. So the TNR is, we're going to address it so no more kittens.
And last year, with the pandemic and the clinics not being open, it kind of, I think it doubled this year. So it set us kind of way back. So we have a big project ahead of us.
The TNR program also offers a bonus for protecting the fixed animals.
With TNR, keep in mind these cats are vaccinated against rabies. So that is a definite plus in the community, so they cannot contract it or give it.
And we always recommend our feeders not to feed at night, because that's when you're drawing in the wildlife, and the wildlife are the rabies carriers.
Yes.
So they're going to be eating the cat food. So if you're feeding, don't feed at night.
Officer Devlin explains the difference between stray and feral cats.
The feral cats are pretty much cats that stay away from people. They're really fearful of people. The strays are a little bit more domestic. It could be a house cat that's just in and out. It could be a cat at one time that was living inside and is now abandoned and is trying to find its own way in the colony to get food and, live with the colony.
Everyone involved wants to see the program take off and flourish in order to help out the communities.
So it's a great accomplishment that we got this program and the mayor to agree to this program. We have a cutoff period. We like to show him great results in a year, but we have a 5-year time frame, and we're going to show him that we can really knock this out. We also work with other rescues. They are helping assist us with the trap, neuter, and return. And I'd like to give mention to them. One is Whiskers World, and the other one is Happy Hearts and Tails. They are also helping us with knocking this problem out.
To find out more information about the TNR program and how you can become involved, be sure to tune in to next week's segment.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WYLN can. The Game of the Week on WYLN TV is sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt's leading the way again into part 4 of this week's series. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Leading the Way. We are joined by Hazleton City Mayor Jeff Cassatt. So, what have been some goals, and what are some goals that you have had as mayor and have as mayor? And then how have you achieved them, or how do you plan to achieve the future ones?
Well, coming into office, my main focus again was small business, lowering the crime rate, bringing the police department, like modernizing the police department through technology. Recreation and family venues were very important to me, the playground setting. And, obviously the streets. When you talk to people, crime, streets, and potholes are the most important issues that they have. So, we did address those. So we worked on small business. We still are. The police department, crime has been down. We have brought a lot of technology to the cars and to the police department overall. Recreation, if you see the facilities we have now, every playground has been updated in the last 5 years. City View Park has become my #1 project, where we have now 5 pavilions. So those were the things. Some places we could bring the family together was really important. So that's kind of where my focus was coming into office.
And kind of going off of that, what are some of the challenges that you faced going into those kind of goals? What kind of things have you had to overcome to achieve those?
A lot of it's finance, mainly the streets. It's very expensive to pave streets, but I think we did a great job. I don't think people realize that certain money we have only can go to certain areas of the city. There's funding through the general fund, which is property tax, the community development, which is federal, liquid fuels, which is state. Each of those monies can only be used in certain areas. But I think we came up with a plan the last 2 years to do as much paving as been done in a long time in Hazleton. I think last year we paved almost 7 miles of road. We do have an extensive plan this year again coming up, utilizing the PIB, which is the Pennsylvania Infrastructure. And this is all stuff that comes at no expense to the property tax. So it's a good long-term plan to get us back to where we need to be.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.